Hey, what's up, guys? I'm live here for a little bit. A lot of people who want to play the game to go ahead and choose whatever character type they want to be. There's people to come on in. What's up, Greg? Yes, you are first. What's up, Jack? Not doing so bad. What's up, Mr. Jarhead? Johnny D. It's another hot day here, but that's okay. Thank God for Central AC, right? Hello, Kimbles. All right, so we talked about it yesterday. We're going to go ahead and get people so they have a chance. So I want them to at least have a week to get their character together and all that. So that's why we're doing it today. So I want to start this next Friday. So it gives them about a week to get your character together. Normal AC. Isn't it Central AC, normal AC, or do you have like one of the swamp coolers or something like that? Oops. What's up, Mr. Hello, Mr.
What are we doing?
Oh, this is for getting set up for the game. If we're gonna have everybody who wants to play, they're gonna pick your character, and then you have a week to get your stat story together and figure out which watchdog you want as your sponsor. Just remember, each watchdog comes with a special power. You don't know the power though,
Okay.
so just choose.
Yeah, well, my phone's gonna die. I gotta do something about this.
Hey, Kimber, how are you? All right, so since you said you're gonna play, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna give you the character types. Then you tell me which one you want to be. All right, you ready?
Okay.
All right, so here's your character types. You can either be a journalist, a private investigator, a police officer, an anti-auditor, or you can be an auditor or an anarchist.
Oh. Well, originally, I wanted to be an anti-auditor.
You still can, but anarchist sounds kind of cool,
Yeah.
huh?
Could raise a little hell.
You really could. You could be like the problem of the group, even worse than an auditor.
Yeah. Be a furry potato, or who's the other one? Eric Brand.
Oh yeah, for sure. You'd be the anarchist.
Hey, that's the way I feel
Jimmy?
right now.
But will you be feeling that way next week?
I don't know. I'm having a bad week.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's why you could be a police officer. You can use your billy club on some of the frauditors.
Okay, if I'm a police officer, I am not going to act like the police officers. I'm going
Right.
to act
No,
like I wish the police officers would act.
hey, you can play it however you want to play it.
All right, then I'm going to be a police officer.
All right, so you're gonna be a police officer. Okay, so then you need to come up with a name, figure out your character's backstory, and then come up with whichever watchdog decided to back you up. Okay, so you have about a week to do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Just email me. Just email me when you figured it out, and email me the backstory and all that good stuff, so I can incorporate it all in the story.
All
What's
right,
up,
sounds
Taco?
good.
Hello.
All right,
I
so
actually just got done
I'm
emailing you.
gonna disappear now because
your phone.
I'm gonna
Gotcha.
disappear now because my phone's ready to die. Yes.
Okay.
So
All right.
I will get in touch. Bye. Bye, Taco.
Hello. How are you?
All right, Taco. So
Phone
here are the
dying as usual.
here's the character types you can be. You can either be a journalist, a private investigator, a police officer, an anti-auditor, an auditor, or an anarchist.
Hmm. I'm gonna go kind of crazy. I'm gonna go auditor.
You're gonna go auditor. All right, right on. Now I'm curious to see how you're gonna play this. Are you gonna be part of the team, or are you gonna be a mole? Because you can totally be a mole and be working for the bad guys. If that's how you want your character, you can totally do it. I'm just anybody who ever plays the game, you can totally be on the bad guys, I guess the auditor side, however you want to play it. And only I would know, and we incorporate it into the story, which would be interesting. But I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make have anyone do that, but if that's what you truly want to do, you totally
No,
could.
I'm gonna be the vengeful auditor.
No, Kimber. You could if all we have is a bunch of cops, then man, yeah, we could. That'd be interesting. Or like 4 cops and an anarchist. That would be a hell of a combination, right? So far we've got a cop and an auditor. All right, so you have about a week to come up with a backstory, and who you want your watchdog sponsor to be.
Okay.
So do that. All right. So anybody else in here would like to play? What about you, Kimber? Would you like to get in on this? I can have what? Hold on. We have 2, so 3 more people.
Should get Glitterbug or Jimmy.
I think Jimmy should do it. I like Taze to do it. My Taze isn't here, unfortunately. But that's okay. I mean, it's not. This isn't going to be a one-time thing. I want to do a bunch of campaigns like this, so everyone will get their chance. Oh, there it is. Glitterbug likes it rough, Jimmy. Jimmy should do it, or Greg should do it. Oh, Chief Tuttle. What's up, Chief?
Hey, how's it going, my friend?
Going all right. So we're setting up characters. Now, do you want to hear the list of characters? We already have a police officer. You can still be one, but do you want to hear like who else you could be in case you wanted to change your mind?
I just joined, so I'm not quite sure exactly where we're at. So
Okay. So we're choosing characters. So I'll read you the character types. And you just tell me one, all right, that you want to be, okay?
all right.
All right. So you can either be a journalist, a private investigator, a PI, police officer, anti-auditor, an auditor, or my personal favorite, the anarchist. I think that could be a fun character to play.
Yeah, I'd be the police officer.
All right, so we got 2 police officers and an auditor. Are you feeling a little pressure on you, Taco?
No, I'm still good with auditor. I'm gonna have fun with it.
All right, cool. All right, so Chief, you have about a week. Send me an email when you have a backstory, and don't forget you need to pick a Watchdog channel that is sponsoring you. And remember, whatever Watchdog channel you get, there's a different power that you can use once a day, that's associated with each Watchdog channel.
Okay.
Kimber, it's just a lot of fun. It's just like you're playing a character, and basically just you make sure you stay true to the characters. It's like I guess you can call it like role play. Yeah, definitely like role play. Jeremy wants to be Jeremy. I think I also think an anarchist. No, she's a force, a police officer. Yeah, Jimmy, do it. Glitterbuff says hi, Chief.
Hey, yeah, how's it going, Glitterbug?
All right, so we have 3. Anybody else would like to? Come on, Greg, Glitterbug, or Kimber. Kimber, I think you have a lot of fun doing it. You should try it. Give it a shot. Kimber should be the anarchist. That's what she should do. Or she could be the journalist. You used to watch a TV show called Alaskan Monsters. I love that show. I never seen that show before. All right, so yeah, while we're waiting, Sancho is he's having a show tonight, and he asked me to be involved in it. So about 8 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to hopefully be able to get on that. We're going to be looking at where he's looking at the 1A auditor's code of conduct again. He asked me to be a part of it, so I'm going to give it a shot and see what's up. So make sure you guys tune into Sancho's channel. Should be interesting at least, and you got to get your input in and be a part of this auditor code of conduct, which would be interesting to see how many auditors would go by it. What do you guys think? Do you think any will go by it at all, or you think they're just like whatever?
Auditors will like look at it, but they're not gonna go by it. It was kind of like his last list where they kind of just poo-pooed it.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, true. But I mean, it could really serve the community. I mean, it really could help. But then again, they're all their own person, and they didn't get into auditing to be a part of the system, quote unquote, or a system. They're doing it to be individuals. They all have their individual ways of doing things, and they don't want to, be someone else.
Then they want to get it for the money, and rules and ethics aren't going to get them money.
All right. So the angry frauder said, "I won't be on unless I get the PayPal sent an hour before." That's pretty Patty-esque, there, angry auditor.
Yeah, somebody's e-begging.
So
hey, that's one of my powers.
So Kimber, come on, and you can come on, and so we can get your character picked and all that. Kimber joined me last night towards the end. I don't know. I think you left already before she came on. And Chief, you definitely left, but she's pretty cool. She's from Alaska, and she's new to the channel. Kimber, did you subscribe to Chief Tuttle? If you haven't, you totally should. Everyone here should subscribe to him. Great channel. I think you had a new video today, right, Chief?
Yeah, I uploaded one today. I got a couple. I wanted to do a couple, but I just only had time to do one. So I might go down in my studio maybe in a little bit, maybe about a half hour, and I have another content video I want to talk about because it's like, damn, all the First Amendment auditors are like all over the place. I mean, like the latest video I put out, I think Josh is still in jail. Is that right? I mean, I remember
Josh is out.
Oh, he's out. He made bail, or did they?
He wasn't arrested. It was News Now Floyd was the one arrested the other day. Josh has been out for quite a while now, at least 2 months, I would say. It's been a while.
Okay, yeah, I was watching that one video where he had to turn himself in, and he had multiple warrants. Did he take care of all those warrants or around the country? I think the last time I did some research in it, he had like 4 warrants for his arrest in different jurisdictions.
Yes. From my understanding, for the Massachusetts report, they said he has warrants in Massachusetts, which is probably why he's not there. He's been hanging around Indiana, and hanging out with, not home. Because he realizes they'll pick him up, and he doesn't want to be in jail, which I guess I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be in jail either. But yeah, for the Indiana stuff, he he was released on his own without bail. So he's good. He just has to show up for the court dates whenever that is. But he does have another court hearing coming in August for his robbery case. And so when he goes there, it wouldn't surprise me if they don't pick him up at the courthouse or his other warrants, since they know he's got to appear there. You know, what makes sense to me.
Yeah, but I mean,
hope they
it's
get him
like
on.
he must have like, I mean, once he goes to court for the arraignment on the latest charges, I would only imagine that a lot of the jurisdictions that have warrants filed on him, they're going to be like waiting in line, saying, "Okay, once he's done with that sentence, now he's ours." You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I hope so.
Absolutely. Yeah, so that's probably a good reason why he's not in home right now. With seems like he's relying on the kindness of the auditing community to house him for the time being.
I don't understand how much bail money does this guy make? I mean, he's got to have incredible legal bills, wouldn't you think?
Oh,
Yes, you would think.
Yeah.
he does a lot of the PayPal. The last video when Floyd got arrested, as soon as Floyd got arrested, immediately, guys, send money to PayPal so we could bail him out. Now, before they went in, Floyd told him, "Oh, don't! I brought money, guys. I brought bail money." He knew. So he was begging for money just to get the money. Just like every single time he asked for bail money, he never bails anyone out. It's always like, "Oh, something happened to where they don't need bail money, or they did it themselves. So if you guys want, you guys can get your money back." He knows no one's going to ask for not many people are going to ask for their money back. So he gets all those free donations, and he doesn't have to do anything about it. It's just free money based off of a lie.
Where he says, "Oh, I'll give him the money anyways," and never does.
Exactly. Oh, welcome, Dar Santiago. Welcome to the panel.
Hey, thank you for having me,
yes,
Kenny.
someone else. Hold on, sorry. Sean, sorry I didn't see you.
That's all right.
All right, so Dar Santiago, do you want to play, or are you just coming on the panel just to come on?
Probably just to come on.
Very well.
I don't know.
What about you, Sean? Are you going to play?
Explain it again real fast, because I forget things easily.
It's the D&D type auditor game we were talking about, and if you're going to play, have you choose your character type right here.
I'm gonna just observe.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so yeah. Kimber's the only one on here. So we got Kimber. All right, so your character types you can choose from: journalist, private investigator, police officer, anti-auditor, auditor, or anarchist.
I'm following my punk roots, and I'm going anarchist.
There you go. All right.
Ooh.
That's going to be a lot of fun to play. All right,
I have no idea. I've never seen any of this stuff played out, so I have no idea how to do it. So.
Okay, that's okay. It'll be your first time, and should be fun. So, all right, so you're going to have about a week to come up with a backstory for your character. And then also within that week, try and figure out which Watchdog channel you want to sponsor you. It could be Chuck Chase's Facts. It could be Master Report. Any of the Watchdogs out there. Each one will have their own specific power that you could use once a day in the game. And just let me know. If you could all get those in by Wednesday, so it gives me a chance to incorporate it in the story, that'll be awesome. So little under a week, but if you guys could get those to me by Wednesday, email me what that is. And if you don't know my email, here, I'll put it in the chat here.
You'll be a busy man next Wednesday because you got the trial too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Short trial. He's guilty. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, we still had a jury selection, so Wednesday won't be too bad.
Oh, I gotta show up for that too.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot all about the trial. My life's been crazy.
Okay, so there's my email. So make sure you guys write that down. Whoever's playing the game, and you guys will be able to email me by Wednesday, and then we'll get started on Friday.
Sounds good.
Great. Okay, so Darth, what's on your mind? What did you want to come on and talk about? Anything specifically?
No, I was just hearing about Josh and everything, and I just thought I'd have to come on and.
Oh wait, this is Greg, right?
Yeah, it's Greg.
You just changed your name. You confused me for a minute there. I was like, this voice sounds so familiar. Oh,
Hey, Ken, I'm gonna hop down.
Okay, Taco, thank you.
I'm
Not a
gonna
problem.
jump out too. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Hi, Kimber.
All right.
Hey.
All right, so, Miss J, you might want to watch out. She's gonna be a anarchist. That's gonna be interesting to see. I wonder if she's gonna play it. If I play
That sounds
anarchist,
fun.
if I was an anarchist, I know how I play it. I wouldn't be. I'd be kind of like I play it really dirty. I would. I wouldn't. I'd be trying to compromise the team because I'm an anarchist. That's how I play it. I play it like a true anarchist.
Yeah.
Completely. So it'd be interesting. What's up, ham sandwich? All right. So
I love
okay.
somebody named Ham.
All right. So yeah, we are having to try out Donald. Oh, it's gonna be on Glenn. And we still got to get a hold of Darth. I'm sorry. Desert Sentinel. Noli, of course, is still on. And Extortion Watchers is also going to be on with us. And it's you, Greg, James, Mrs. J. And there's one more, wasn't there? Who was the other one?
Oh,
Greg,
man.
Mrs. J. There's a fourth. We just added a fourth to defend.
To defend him?
Yeah, there was 4 to defend. I can't remember the fourth.
She might throw the trial though. Yeah, sorry.
That's why I didn't want to defend. There's nothing to defend against Glenn.
We have two
defense lawyer, and bless their hearts for existing because we need them. Is to basically make sure your rights are not trampled. That you do everything procedurally in court. But you look at them and say, "Son, I can't get you out of this one."
True. But I think if anyone can do it, I think Noli and I think Desert will have a good chance of at least giving you guys a run for your money. I think they might not win because I don't think there's really a winning defense you could have for Glenn. But
they can't accuse the cops of planting the evidence because he shot the evidence. Like, thank you for your upload. Hey.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, you guys see?
Guys, yeah, they do this. They upload. It's like, guess why we busted you? Why? Because you put it out there.
No worries, Taco. I mean, 50 pages. That's gonna be fun. That's okay. Hey, however many pages it is, it's a half a page, 50 pages. That just means that character is going to be that much fun for you to play, right? And hey, you guys could also have, if you guys want, you guys can put in, oh, he's definitely afraid of this, or he has weakness, any kind of powers weakness to make it more difficult for you to play it. I guess depends on your skill level in D&D, probably. So, but
right.
Okay, well, you can, however you want to do it. Oh, sorry about that. It didn't click.
Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button.
Oh, it's okay. No worries. It happens.
Hey, Donald, you be the judge, and I'll be P. Barnes with the taser.
Yes. You need a P. Barnes.
Carry 2 of them, 1 on each hip.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
God
P.
called,
Barnes
he said,
for
forget you.
Honestly, if I can, see P. Barnes, I'd shake his hand and take him out for a beer.
He's kind of embarrassed by the whole thing. He's retired. He's kind of embarrassed by it.
I love the immortal words.
Really?
Because
really,
he
rarely
he's like,
tased
"Oh,
anybody.
let the record show you're blocking my movement." Pow!
I am.
Yeah.
I am. If I let him, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was blocking his movement all right until those taser hits came.
Well, you know what? The first time I ever saw that, even before I started coming on these shows, I saw that on ABC Nightline. They showed him
All right,
really?
Yeah, because Robert Anderson, Robbie, because he's also in a couple of other videos. One of them's like at the You see that one where the guy at the airport won't go through security?
No.
Is that the
No.
same kid?
It's the same guy. You can hear
I'll
the
be
voice,
damned.
and the name is Robert. It's like, yep, that's him. And so at the end of that Nightline report, they showed he got tossed out squatting in the house.
Oh wow.
Hey, you mean
Some people just learn the hard.
Wow.
shows up for court wearing a furry hat? It's like, you're just begging. You're begging, and your mama should have beaten your butt a couple of times.
Yeah. Now, did any of you guys catch NNE's panel last night?
No,
part of it?
I was doing my
I didn't.
toenails.
I'm not subscribed to him, so I don't know.
I'm not subscribed either, but I watched.
Now, Houston,
I watched for content, some of it, and what I did catch is Josh was there, and towards the end of it, they're talking about other auditors. They go on about Casey Cameron Boy, and he's not a real auditor because he's going with Glenn. He's really on this kick, which is good. He's actually calling people out for working with Glenn, unlike other people who are doing it. But one of the things that really stood out to me, Anselmo was brought up, and someone said, what's with Anselmo? And he's like, oh, I don't know. He's not there. He's like, but one thing I did find funny is that this guy's got like 160,000 subscribers, yet I'm getting more views than he did on a video. I'm getting like 44,000 in an hour. And I'm like, first of all, no, that's not true at all. So being the guy that I am and the fact checker that I try to be, I strive to be at least, I did a little bit of comparison. I did it for each one for each month. And who do you think had more views, Josh or Anselmo, during that month?
Anselmo easily.
Anselmo.
What do you think? What about you,
yeah,
T? You would be absolutely right, by 2,000 views a month. So again, Josh is spouting shit he can't back up and doesn't think that people will go and research.
No, because
he
he thinks that people are idiots.
I mean, all you gotta do is go. Really honestly have to do is compare their just views video. Like I'll tell you, like right now, this is Anselmo had which one? No, this is Josh. So one video it was 8.8K views, 14K, 12K, 12K, 5.5, 13K, 11K, 10K, 3.6K, 8.7K, 3.5, 21K, 6.3, 23, 10, 34, 10, 18, 3.3, 5.1, 7.6, 11, 33, 7.4, 10, 16, 7.8, 66. You really got some good ones on that one. 3.7, 17, 41, 1.8, 11. That all averages out to about 2K videos. No, less than 2K videos. 2K views per video. That's what that averaged out to be about. Less than that, a little bit less than that. Now, if you look at Anselmo's, now mind you, less videos. 17K, 9.7K, 18K, 11K, 7.5K, 20K, 14K, 18K, 10K, 13K, 21K, 41K, 9.3K, 26K, 22K. It just goes on. There's nothing below 5K on any. Okay, I'm sorry, I take that back. 2 are below 5K. All he had to do was go look, and he would have been proved wrong right away.
Well, Anselmo too, he's always boosting like, oh, I get 50 million views or whatever.
He does.
No, not and not one video over the last month that he did got more than 50K. And this is like a month ago. It's stuck at 44K. So 2 months.
Well,
I mean,
I heard he's been doing music.
Well, yeah, whatever. I don't know if I believe that or not.
Well,
I don't know either.
With Chucklefuck's videos, he also has Will Turdboy with him.
True.
So it's double the entertainment.
Yes. and totally agreed. Those are some horrible numbers for somebody that has over 100K subscribers. But to be fair, Josh's numbers aren't any better. He definitely has a higher watch count per subscriber than Anselmo does, but yeah, his numbers are not all that great. And the ones that do get the most are usually when someone's getting arrested. Those are the videos that do really well for him. Or if he has something to say, honor assaulted, or some big keyword that he puts in a video that gets him like
Tyrant.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, their
get him
favorite
all the
word.
views.
Tyrant.
Hey,
You're
AG.
dismissed.
Yep.
Or you work for me.
Oh yeah.
That irritates me.
Oh, I
My tax dollars pay for your salary. That's my outfit. That's mine. That's mine.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
I would forgive
yeah,
that
well,
cop for
yeah.
tasing him right there on the spot.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Taser, though.
Out of all the years I was a police officer, I always had to take that shit from these boneheads who are like, oh, you know what? You work for me. I don't work for you. Well, let me tell you something. What do you mean I work for you? Oh, well, I'm a taxpayer. Yeah, thanks for your 83 cents.
Say, yeah, guess what? Your check didn't clear.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I want a raise.
Right.
Man,
Yeah.
like,
If I'm your employee, I need a raise. Yeah, I need a raise, you douchebag.
I love to see a cop go out and say, guess what? I just quit. Now I can just beat you up for the fun of it.
yeah.
Oh,
I
what?
like it.
I got
I like
the
it.
taser too?
Most of the time when I pulled people over on patrol, and they always whip out that, oh, you're just trying to make your quota. Oh, yeah, 3 more tickets and I get a free set of steak knives.
That's right.
No, man, you get a Slurpee. Even better than the
So let me ask you this,
Slurpee.
Chief. How many sovereign citizens have you ever came across? Because I was watching a bunch of their videos today, and yeah.
Yeah.
They're in
when
places
I
you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, when I was on patrol, we really didn't have, I guess, categorically sovereigns. We did have like some militia groups and anti-government groups at that time. They probably were the beginning sovereigns. They weren't really as organized as what they are today with their Black's Law Dictionary and all that stuff. These guys were just anti-government. Anti-government. They didn't know what the hell they were talking about. They didn't want to, adhere to any of the laws or regulations. So, I mean, I guess it was kind of the same kind of category, but, they didn't actually have the term sovereign back then when I was on patrol, but it was the same kind of asshole. You know what I mean?
I have a great
Yeah.
idea. Have all the police have a downloaded copy of Black's Law on their phone. When they quote Black's Law, they say, "Oh, but which edition you got? Oh, I've got the new one." And guess what? You're wrong, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, you got to make sure it's
Oh.
at least from like 1915 or some crap like that.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, they just updated it. They said, guess what? Jack wagons are wrong.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'd like to take their Black's Law Dictionary and beat them with it.
or put it somewhere else with.
That's right, man. For pound, I'm better than both of them. Pound for pound, this channel smashes all over Josh and Anselmo. Not numbers wise, but if you, like you said, if you look at it like that. All right, so guys.
PhD from YouTube University.
All right, so guys, obviously you guys haven't been keeping track of news in New England. Now, they have this theory, like they've got their, if you guys seen their show, the Hills Have Eyes panel. Well, they all think that they are so popular now with their 24, 34, sometimes 50 people coming in to watch their stream that they can have an all-day thing and everyone's going to be watching all day. Show start, ends, someone else decides to have a panel and come off. Like last night, Paulie Crispy was on, and right after he was done, News New England became a panel, and the show was called the After Paulie Crispy Show. They are so popular that they could just they might as well just have their own YouTube account, their own website. Their audience is that big. My question is, how do they have all the time to do one show after another like that? Do they not have lives?
Apparently not. If they're going around fucking with, First Amendment auditors or anything, that's case closed.
Vilify Freedom said it perfectly. It's the unemployed bothering the employed.
Yes,
Not,
absolutely.
not only that, but it's like the auditors are just picking on regular government employees now. It's not even police officers. It's
Yeah.
like tax offices and post offices, and they say, "Do you
And the
have
post
business?"
office is
Yeah,
not a federal district.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I know. And they're like, they always say poster 7. Oh, read
They need to get
poster
off
7.
that.
Well, poster
They don't
7
read the whole thing though.
exactly.
No,
Poster 7 says you can film if you have permission. It's approved, and you're doing it for legitimate reasons. These guys just go in there and stick their cameras in someone's face. I wish I had been in the post office that day because it would have been a hell of a fun. I'd be like, dude, your camera is going down.
Oh, that one small gal at that post office told his cell office said, "You know,
But he
I've
had a
got
camera
gun
on
in
my face."
car." Like, oh shit.
Yeah. Josh is always talking about someone's going to get fired over everything he does. If you let him tell it, he is a single reason why cops are accountable in the country.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah.
I'd like to see him come out here and account us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd laugh at that. That'd be so funny to see. He wouldn't get very far, and it'll be awesome. It should all be recorded.
My fear is
Yeah.
that someday during a 9/11, memorial, they're going to show up.
Oh, they better.
And
They
it will
better.
not
I
be pleasant.
don't think that's going to work out very well.
Oh, not for 5 seconds. The families
not at
will
all.
take care of that.
Exactly. Oh, kind of like the auditor, Eric. Oh, thank you for telling me about that video, May. That Eric K. I don't know how to put this dude's name. Eric K. QQLD, I think. The last video on today's video where the guy got beat up by the women. Oh my God, that dude's an idiot. Now, if you guys don't recognize that guy, that's the same guy that got tased and screamed like a baby. A few months ago, I did a video on that. So that's that same auditor. Apparently, he didn't learn his lesson, and he's back out. This time, beat up by Joan Public, and it was funny. And all he had to do was realize the surroundings, realize that hey, she's not very happy. Maybe I should leave her the fuck alone.
Well,
But no,
the
he
most
didn't do that.
extreme one. To me, the most extreme one was when Anselmo and Turd Boy went to Ohio and decided that they were going to go to Cincinnati and they were going to go harass a bunch of pro and anti-abortion women. You're in the wrong place, son. You're just, oh boy.
It's too bad they were down in Cincinnati instead of up by my neck of the woods, because I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
we'd have hey, we got a lot of cornfields out here. You know how hard it is to find a body in a cornfield?
Ask Field of Dreams.
Right?
Yeah.
That's Kevin Costner. He ain't found anybody yet out there.
Nope. Yeah, that's just man. It's like every day a new auditor is popping up with a new channel. Oh, have you noticed? And the new thing, well, maybe you haven't noticed, but since research I've been doing, the new thing is other people are actually using
report with
auditors' videos, and they're trying to make a new auditor channel with other people saying this is me doing this. When you watch the video, you're like, oh hell no, that's mistakenly Anselmo or whoever, because you know their voice and all that.
Oh, you
So
know,
it's like,
Chuck
really?
when you hear them, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's so funny. He does the same thing. Oh wow,
You're following
wow.
me. He's following
you're following me. This guy's harassing me, man. Look at this guy's harassing me.
And the guy should take out like his taser and said, now you're harassed.
No, he's just a whiner.
Oh,
He just whines.
My
That's
favorite-
what drives
my
me
favorite-
crazy about him too. He
and
whines
his voice
about
gets more
everything.
shrill. He's just like, only thing I compare it to is when Joe Orca got the taser.
Yeah.
Handcuffed. He screamed.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, I don't know. I think Eric Q LLD was a little bit funnier.
When Joe Orga got that taser,
Well, he
yeah.
also got handcuffed, and he just screamed like a baby.
Well, I have
Yeah.
a taser. I don't know if you guys have seen one of my latest videos, but yeah, I mean, I show in my video my taser, and I still have it, from when I was on duty, and I would just love to come across Anselmo and just light his ass up like the city of Chicago.
See, that could be a sideline for P. Barnes. He could endorse tasers. The P. Barnes model.
Right.
No, you know what? We ought to have a yearly contest. Who gets the P. Barnes trophy for the greatest tasing of the year?
Oh,
the P.
yeah.
Barnes Award.
Yes.
Hey,
all in P. Barnes'
As I've said
name.
before,
The
to me,
legend.
P. Barnes is God's wingman.
One of
Yeah,
my
it should
favorite.
be a yearly. It should be a yearly award, the P. Barnes Award for tasing.
One of my favorite
It was
Anselmo
just the whole
videos.
attitude, like, yeah. No, I'm not.
This is one of my favorite Anselmo videos when the cop is following him around, just like working all close to him. He has a camera, he like puts it up, and you see him like running, going, "Wow, this guy's chasing me!" And the cop's like right behind him, just like
that was outside
following
that prison
him.
in Rhode Island.
Yes,
because they were in
That
there
was the
shooting.
hilarious.
Yeah, the captain. He
Wasn't
said,
that
what
New
are you
Jersey?
following me for?
Well,
You wanted my badge number. Well, I just got
Yep.
your badge. The guy's just
Yep.
like chasing us down the street.
Well, because it was the same
Absolutely, it was
video when he got
hilarious.
tossed out of the cop shop for shooting video of domestic violence victims.
Yep, he's just an idiot.
Well,
He really
wasn't
is.
Yeah, I remember that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in. Wait a minute. That was the Worcester Police Department, Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
Either out in Rhode Island, wherever he's on the run from.
When him and Joe Hart
Because
were
remember,
Josh and Joe Hart were in the same building, right?
I'm not sure they're in
Mhm.
the same building or not. That would be too much at one time.
That's the time where the cops ejected them out of that building like a fighter pilot punching out of a burning plane.
It's like, where is your decency? Where is yours?
Absolutely.
I don't answer questions.
I don't answer questions.
The response to everything, I don't answer questions. You have to answer questions.
Yeah, right? I don't answer
You know
questions.
why they don't? They don't answer questions because they have no freaking intelligence.
Because I can't remember my lies.
Apparently
my
not.
lies.
All right, so let's change subject for a minute. I want to talk a little bit about. All right, so has anybody noticed in Josh's videos that normally, remember, Josh is all about? He used to say, "If you touch me, I have a right to defend myself," and all this, right? Now,
Chauncey
the last
did that
two.
too.
Now, the last times any of his friends have been arrested, how far has Josh been away from that confrontation?
Running.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's
nowhere
always
near.
on the outskirts.
Nowhere near. And
For
he's
someone
saying,
with man tits,
Yeah, Josh Man Boobs.
Patty did the same thing in Louisiana, down at St. John's Parish.
God.
yeah, he's just he's becoming more cowardly. I mean, someone made the observation yesterday that News Now Omaha Cop Block is like a sacrificial lamb. And if you watch the video, one of the videos he put out today, that's exactly what happens. Floyd's over there, all up in the cop's face, doing his best to get some sort of reaction, while Josh is just yelling from across the street, "How dare you! How dare you!" Blah blah blah, staying as far away and as safe as he can, but still trying to talk his shit.
And they still catch him from there.
Because he,
The thing about Josh that always pisses me off whenever I see any of his videos, this is like his go-to line. Oh, the shiny badges don't grant you extra rights. Well, you know what? That fucking camera doesn't grant you extra rights either.
Or the bootlicker line. It's like, oh.
my God.
You'll be licking my boots, son, in a second.
Yeah, I'd like to see him call me a bootlicker. My boot would be up his rectum.
Here, lick that. As it comes out your mouth.
Jan, if you'd like to come on the panel and ask your question, you're more than welcome to. And she's from Jan.
Yeah,
from
I'm
the
about to hop
Netherlands.
off the panel.
Oh, we have enough room. It's not a big deal.
Yo,
man.
Kenny, I'm about to hop off.
Yeah. The way some of
Right.
them yell like that, like Josh, it reminds you of the little dog behind the screen door who yaps and yaps and yaps because he doesn't have to go chase anything.
All right, so Jan says, let's try it. Jan says, I have a question. Freedom of speech is common in the United States. In the Netherlands, that is also the case, but what's the difference? insulting, taunting, speaking viciously, expressing scornful words, using antisocial language to an official in office, police, for example. It is punishable under Article 267 of the Criminal Code in the Netherlands. Why is that not so in the United States? Has there ever been a sovereign citizen accused in court of speaking such language? A sovereign citizen, I can almost assure you, yes, because they believe that the law doesn't apply to them.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
Yeah.
you can tell a sovereignty's a piece of shit. You can tell a public official they're a piece of shit, and nothing will happen to you.
That's
Not
the
all
thing
Freedom of
countries are the
speech is
same.
basically freedom of speech here.
Yeah.
that's the thing about America. We got the First Amendment, and over in Europe, in all of those, like a lot of the Scandinavian and Nordic nations, they don't have free speech. If you use what they consider hate speech, you can get your ass tossed in the jail.
Yes, which is why I
Yeah.
really hope Josh takes an overseas trip and he would never return, and we would celebrate.
Yeah, go to North Korea. Go out to North Korea.
Yeah, he'd be pounding rocks in Pyongyang.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, yeah, try Venezuela. They'll be happy to see you there.
Right.
Try Colombia.
China.
Yeah, right?
Thanks for the question, Jan. I hope we answered it to satisfaction. If not, feel free to get some clarification.
Yeah, I've seen Jan before. He was on Virgo one time.
Oh, is it Jan? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I totally.
I think he's
said that
Norwegian.
wrong.
Yes, I think he's Norwegian.
Okay, my bad.
No, it's not bad. You saw what you saw.
Yeah.
Look what my name does to people. That guys say, forget it.
I don't know. I see Sean when I see your name.
You know, a lot of people don't.
Really? What do they?
I've heard Shagan.
No way.
Joan. It's like,
Wow.
yeah, keep trying.
That's what I thought.
There was a little game we used to play at this bar I drank at. Spell Sean's
Mark.
name in 3 chances. Nobody
Hey
ever
Pat,
did.
how's it going? Yeah, so Josh can get a passport. I don't know, can he not?
Get him a Morris
If
passport.
if you have outstanding warrants in the United States, you cannot get a passport.
Is he a
That makes sense, yeah.
Can we make an exception?
and it's confirmed that he has warrants in Massachusetts, I think.
He does.
He has warrants in not
Okay,
only
then
Massachusetts.
he can't leave the country.
He's got warrants in like Tennessee and Kentucky as well.
That's
I
not
mean,
a good place to have warrants.
Yeah, for mostly failure to appear.
What does he have a warrant in Tennessee for?
I think he was trespassed from a police parking lot, and they accused him of suspicious behavior. I'm not quite sure about the Tennessee laws, but they charged him under some kind of ordinance that when I think it was like when him and like 2 other of his little cohorts got taken down, and they all got charges, and I believe it was Tennessee, but I'm not quite sure what town it was. I'm going to have to do a little research and look that video up again.
Interesting. No, Carl.
See, that one I
No,
didn't hear about.
Gosh.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that either. Well, it makes
Must
sense.
not have filmed it.
It totally makes sense. That's what I was just thinking. Like, well, of course, anything that goes badly, they're going to film, but they're not going to go live. They're not going to put it out there. I mean, which goes to the editing techniques of anything that doesn't vibe with the story they're trying to tell. They're not going to show it, or they're going to edit into such a way that it turns to their favor.
Hey, does anybody remember the video where Josh was in the police department parking lot and this lady got out of her vehicle and, like, I guess she smacked his camera or something because he stuck it in her face, and then he started like saying, "You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent." Da 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 da.
Yes, I do remember that one. Yeah.
He chases this poor woman around the parking lot. When she walks up to this other officer, and the officer's like, "Hey, man, back off, dude. You're not going to make no citizen's arrest here today." And he was like, no, she's my prisoner. She's not going anywhere. She's my prisoner.
Well,
you know what?
and the
If I had been
knew.
that officer,
Yeah.
if I had been that officer, I would have asked the young lady. I would have been like, "Are you afraid? Are you afraid for your life? And are you not able to go where you want to go?" And if he had said that no, she's not free to go where she wants to go, I would have arrested him for kidnapping and failure to release a person. And you know what? I would arrest him because I mean, this is what he pulls. It's like he pulls this psychological bullshit. When he's trying to say, "Oh, you've done something wrong, and I'm going to correct it." I'm just waiting for Josh or Glenn or PayPal Patty with his stupid handcuffs. Sooner or later, they're going to come across the wrong person, and they're going to get the dog shit beat out of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I will
That's
pay
why,
to see that.
and that's why he turned
I
himself
would too.
in to Indiana. He got not arrested, but he got charged with impersonating a public officer, and it wasn't kidnapping, but it was confinement. It was something about confinement. So he did get arrested for not letting the lady leave, and also that's why he turned himself in. So and it's all on video, like he likes to say. The camera doesn't lie, so he's really fucked on that case.
Well, I remember, I think she actually knew the people at the police department, and she had business there.
Well, she was an off-duty officer.
Yeah,
she was an off-duty officer.
Oh, he tried to arrest an off-duty officer?
Yeah, she was a part of the police staff. And the thing is, when the other officer came on the scene, he was like, if you don't let her go, if you don't allow her to leave, we're going to arrest you for failure to, release. I mean, it was like, he says, well, this is a citizen's arrest. This is a citizen's arrest. Well, anybody who's been in law enforcement knows that a citizen's arrest powers only go a certain amount. You have to have solid theory that somebody has committed a crime, or you have to actually witness in the first person that crime. And then when he said, no, she's not going anywhere. At that point, he committed a crime because he's not allowing her to leave. And that in itself is like false confinement, or I'm not sure about the laws where that state was, but that's false confinement. That's false imprisonment. And you know what? That could actually backfire on you really, really severely.
It completely did. And as soon as the officer arrived on scene, he should have transferred custody to that officer, not sit there and try and have a conversation with the officer saying, no, this is my prisoner. No, she's not going anywhere. No, the officer was there. He should have. The officer was now in charge of the officer should have accepted custody or not accept custody. But no, Josh was too in the moment to even realize what was going on, and that's what cost him.
The thing is when that Josh is in the mindset that he knows what he's doing, and any good police officer with good investigative skills and interrogation skills is just going to destroy his theory within like 10 minutes. I mean, they think they know the law. They think they know procedure. They think they know what they're doing. But you know what? They really don't. And, I'm amazed that they haven't crossed the line way before now, because it's like, they just keep on with this stuff and on with this stuff and on with this stuff. And if you're going to get arrested, you better damn well show up to court, because you know what? You get so many warrants out for your arrest, after a while, those warrants upgrade in status to where it doesn't matter where you are in the country. They're going to haul your ass in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm halfway right with your theory on Josh. I think he thinks he knows what he's doing as opposed to knows what he's doing. And I think the more agitated he gets, the more excited he gets, the less he falls back on any kind of common sense. He just goes with he just starts spewing out the side of his mouth at the heat of the moment, and that's when he gets in a lot of the trouble, which is what happened in this case in Indiana. He got excited and he wasn't thinking clearly, and that's why he is in the situation he's in right now, in my opinion.
But to be honest with you, she did an extremely good job because I would have done the same thing and he'd be on the floor.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of instances. That's why, you know what? I always say, hey, beat him with a phone book because it doesn't show any marks.
Yeah. Leave no marks. Well, in
That's it.
Josh's case, I think it was the closest he ever been to a lady that pretty in his life.
That is a good point, Michael.
That he didn't
Sure,
have
sure.
to pay for.
You're right. Citizen's arrest, it has to be a felony that is committed in your presence. Simple
No,
assault.
Well,
not
she ain't doing anything
necessarily.
wrong.
Not necessarily a felony. It could be a felony or a misdemeanor. If you witness a crime in your presence and you are the one filling out the statement that you saw this, and this, yeah, it actually can be a misdemeanor as well. It depends on the violation. Like if you go to the local convenience store and you see a guy that's absolutely blasted with alcohol and you see him get into his car and try to drive away, yeah, you have the right to stop that man because he's potentially going to kill people. That would be a misdemeanor citizen's arrest, but that's very rare.
You're right.
Very rare that actually people actually do that.
You're right, because actually you can also perform a citizen's arrest on someone you see attempting to drive a car without their seatbelt on. So if you see Josh or any auditor, if they don't have their seatbelt on, perform a citizen's arrest on them and let them film it. And look how stupid they are. I think that would be hilarious.
With their handcuffs.
Oh,
Yeah, with
yeah,
their
I'll bring handcuffs.
Patrick's magic handcuffs.
And I lost the key.
Wait,
So
I wouldn't want to
Jefferson-
touch Patty's handcuffs. You don't know where they've been.
That's true. Jefferson says Indiana has specific statute or on citizen's arrest. You cannot detain unless it is a felony level violation in Indiana. So in Indiana, Josh couldn't have performed that citizen's arrest based off of the charge he was throwing around. And of course, Josh doesn't look at, he just looks at, oh, he saw citizen's arrest and he figures it's the same on every state, which he should know by now that's not the case, as long as he's been doing this.
Every
Yeah, I
time
would imagine that every state is different with their citizen's arrest statutes, you know.
Like
Exactly.
here, I don't know the statutes of citizens arrest, so I'll never do it because you could be in the wrong, and that's a whole mountain of trouble. I don't recommend doing it unless, you know, like it was said before, somebody, you know, is drunk or something, and be like, hey, you know, you gotta stay here.
Absolutely. There's all kinds of legal ramifications if you perform a citizen's arrest and they're found guilty and they say we don't accept, because they don't accept your arrest until it goes to court. I mean, it's still up in the air until the court case is settled. And then if they're found innocent, you could be really put yourself in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
you don't want, if you bring charges against somebody on a citizen's arrest, you are completely liable for their treatment. And if they take them down, like, okay, say a scenario where you see this guy, he's absolutely blasted, you can't let him drive down the road, and you prevent him from leaving, it also can be, like, if he's not intoxicated, like maybe he was having some kind of medical problem instead of being intoxicated, and they go down and blow in the breathalyzer, and you realize that you just took somebody in who's not drunk, it's a different kind of mental emergency. You're liable for that guy's imprisonment, and that can actually backfire, very much.
So that could turn into false imprisonment, right? Basically.
Yeah, that's what it would be. It would be like the restriction of a person from freedom of movement.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. So when he makes that claim that he arrested us, no, until the court case is finished, you didn't do anything. You tried, and we'll find out if it goes through or whatnot. But of course, you can't tell him that.
Yeah, when that happens, you have to. It's not like a police officer arresting a suspect. You have to go to the prosecuting attorney's office and file what they call long form, which is the suspicion that somebody had committed a crime, and this is what I saw, and this is my testimony. And then what happens is it goes to the grand jury, and the grand jury mulls it over and sees whether it's applicable or not. They're going to make the decision right there in the grand jury whether the person should be adjudicated or whether they should not be adjudicated. And it's called true bill or no bill. If they come back with a true bill, then that means you've been indicted. If they come back with a no bill, that means you have not been indicted. But you know, it's a tricky situation, because if you arrest somebody falsely, they can sue you liable, you know, in like small claims, or you know, or even like county court for restricting their freedom. It's a very it's kind of a sticky wicket. It really is. You have to really know what you're doing if you're going to make a citizen's arrest.
I'd rather just shoot all the idiots.
Yeah. And there's absolutely no reason why you need to read the Miranda rights to anyone you perform a citizen's arrest on, because the Miranda rights only apply when you are going to question the subject.
Question them, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you have to be in a formal environment to where you question them directly about the crime that they made. And most of the time they already have their lawyer there, so you're not going to get a lot of information. You're not going to get a lot of, the lawyer, the minute they get there, they're going to say, no, shut up, don't say nothing, let me do the talking. So it's like, if you're in that situation, your lawyer is going to shut that down immediately, and you're going to have to go to trial. And, a trial can be, pretty serious depending on the crime that you've committed.
Right. Welcome, El Sancho and Noli D. Thanks for joining us. And Stuck, welcome to the panel. How's it going?
Yeah, sorry I'm late to the show. And I knew it. We were talking about this last night. Like, damn it, I'm late. You were on time, but I was not here. So
it's okay.
What did I miss?
We're doing character selection for the game, and now we're just having a basic conversation, whatever people talk about in chat, whatever we want to talk about. Is pretty much all we've been doing.
When I hear them say citizen's arrest, they're one of the first seasons of Andy Griffith, when Jim Nabors still played Gomer on there before he went to the Marines. There was this whole thing about he thought Barney was driving too fast. And he said, citizen's arrest, citizen's arrest.
Hey, who's got the motorcycle?
Yeah, who's driving?
Yeah.
You guys, make sure you guys check out Par tonight. It's going to be Noli D is going to be helping out with Par. So I can't remember what she said, what time it was. No, what time is it again, Noli? And then you guys got a lot of stuff to watch. El Sancho is going to be on tonight too. So, man, come on. Would you rather watch us, or would you rather watch the Hills Have Eyes podcast? The Hills Have Eyes trio.
Oh
What?
man, those
that's a
were
little
freaky
much.
movies, man.
Oh, no.
Seriously. And Sourcewatch says Miranda versus Arizona. Exactly. Has
Depends
nothing
on
to
the
do with
Braves
citizen's
playing.
arrest. Nothing to do with citizen's arrest. But Josh doesn't know that. He's just doing it to sound cool, to sound official.
Miranda doesn't have anything to do with false arrest. It has to do with the denial of legal counsel.
Exactly.
Chief, here's
Yeah.
a dumb question. I got a question for you. Have you ever falsely arrested somebody?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I was in
Be
law
honest.
enforcement for 18 years, and I'll tell you what, I made sure that my investigations were solid. I did so much paperwork. I can't even tell you guys how much paperwork I did over my time in law enforcement. It's just like, I must have wasted like 16 oak trees with all the reports I wrote. You know, I mean, it's like,
It's not.
it's like, you know,
If you were on the up and up, then yeah, okay, then there's no wastage anywhere.
Wait.
I was curious.
Was that back in the day of typewriters?
Well, yeah, actually, back when I graduated the police academy in May of 1993. That's how far back I go.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, when I graduated the academy, we didn't have cameras in the car. We didn't have computers. We didn't have tasers, at least at the beginning of the years, we didn't have tasers. And towards the end of my career, when I was like getting ready to hang it up, you know, we had all these little glassy-eyed electronics technicians coming into law enforcement, and they know how to work a computer, and they know how to work all this newfangled shit. And we were kind of dinosaurs at that point. You know, all these young kids come out, and they're in the information age, and, you know, they're doing their thing online, and, you know, they know how to fill out an accident report on the CAD. And, you know, we kind of got, my generation kind of got left behind. But, see, my generation was the kind that would go into a bar fight and kick the living crap out of everybody and take them all in the paddy wagon to jail. Now, these new kids, I don't know, man, they're really smart technical wise, but it doesn't seem to me like they had the
wherewithal to kick butt.
Yeah.
Has anybody tried to invent an auditor detector?
Well, you can smell them coming.
Okay, but I mean, like one that, like, you just, like, you know how the cops in the UK have the scanners for the license plates. Like, you're just walking around and the scanner is flipping around. It's like there's auditor detected, right?
Jackwagon detector.
Or jackwagon detected, yeah.
Yeah, jackwagon detector.
There you go.
So, welcome to the panel, Carl.
I had some savings and I wanted it.
Welcome to the panel, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Turn down your radio.
Yeah, turn down the radio.
Yeah, turn off the audio.
Audio.
To get cooled off. It was a hot night.
Wow, a bunch of amateurs that keep coming in here, right?
That was his musings.
What are we going to do? Listen to the local news in Albuquerque?
All right, so Taco sent me his character sheet, and I just want to read it so everyone can get an idea of what whoever's playing the game can get an idea of exactly what it is a character sheet can kind of look like. All right, so here we go. Now remember, he was going to be the auditor. So his name, Trent Taco Jones. His channel name was Pork Taco Watch. That is awesome, by the way. His name was age 27. All right, criminal record, 3 trespassing violations, 1 felony interfering with the crime scene, served 7 months for disturbing a murder scene and causing a murderer to go free. Jesus.
Only 7 months?
7 months. 3 years for being a U.S. spy war crime committed in North Korea. Wow.
How'd he get out?
All right,
Man,
so
that's pretty elaborate.
Yeah, and it says Taco was among the elite of the auditing community. He had the humor of Bao, the aggression of Abrams, and the risk-taking of Furry Potato. Taco started his cop-watching auditing after his mother received a $50 ticket for parking in a disabled parking spot without proper plates. Since then, Taco has searched far and wide to find justice for such awful treatment of his mother. Called a mother's boy by the likes of D-Generation Nation and Vilified Nation, Taco had joined forces with Abrams and NNE to attack their foes. Taco is known for traveling all over the world, being the first auditor to go to North Korea. It does not have the First Amendment, and no one filmed the horrific police brutality that happened that day and repeatedly for the next 3 years. Jeez. You would think that would give Taco a new view on the police in the United States, but nope, doubled down due to the trauma from North Korea. Taco was now quick to anger and had a little bit of a twitch. Some say,
if any of these auditors were actually in North Korea, they would already be dead.
Yeah, there would not be a 2-year sentence.
Yes, some say one arm looks a little shorter than it used to. Taco rejoined the auditing community and was on many panels, including NNE, every night. Abrams had grown massively while he was away, and his ego grew exponentially. Abrams was jealous of Taco's popularity due to North Korea and was looking for a way to get him out of the community. The way appeared when Taco appeared on the El Sancho show to discuss his time in North Korea. Abrams used that moment to slander Taco and get everyone in the audience community to turn their backs on him, and false stories emerge every day. Now Taco finds himself teaming up with those who used to hate him so that he can clear his name. His auditing days may be done, but he is taking them to hell with him. That is freaking awesome. And the watchdog he chose is El Sancho. And the power, El Sancho appears, across all targets, and becomes their focus. Nice. Weakness, quick to anger, little bit of a twitch. Strength, knows auditors' inner weaknesses. Nice. That was really good, Taco. So you don't have to go nearly as detailed as he went, Chief, but something similar to that.
That's good.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I had to make up a character, I'm going to be one of those post-apocalyptic nuclear war characters that's just so fanatical about law enforcement. I'm going to stomp everybody in my way.
That was
Poster 7.
That was awesome, Taco. And that's going to be a joy to DM and see how that plays out. That's going to be interesting.
That's good.
Yeah, that was really good. That was really good.
Well, everybody have a good rest of your day. It was nice to visit.
All right, Sean. Thanks for joining.
All right, we'll see you later.
All right.
Hey, actually, everybody, I got to sign off, too. This is Chief Tuttle, the Country Cop. Hey, all units, stand by. Have a good night.
You too, Chief.
Good night.
Jeez. They both suck. They just run away.
Yeah, I know, right?
You guys scared him off. You scared him off, man. What's up with that?
Hey, I couldn't help it.
But that synopsis storyline was pretty good.
Yeah, he did a good job on that. So, Mrs. J, anyone else who's playing the game, something similar to that, you guys are good. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be nearly as long or detailed as that. But the more detailed, the better. To be honest, the more detailed, the better.
Yeah, I'd like to play. I'll see if I got time the next couple of days to get something together. I'm working.
Okay, yeah.
Working all day.
Do you want to pick a character?
I would like to pick a character, but I don't even know.
All right, hold on. I'll read the characters for you. So you can either be a journalist, a private investigator, a police officer, an anti-auditor, an auditor, or an anarchist.
You know what? For fun, I'd like to be an auditor.
All right, so we have 2 auditors.
Just for fun. All
right.
Put something together.
So here's the group you guys have: 2 police officers, an anarchist, and 2 auditors. No one chose anti-auditor. That's really surprising.
Me.
You're gonna choose anti-auditor?
Yeah.
All right. So wait, hold on. Let me see. We might not have enough room. Hold on. No, we can have enough room. That'll work. We can do that.
Okay. So I've got to create my character, right?
Create your character and then figure out what watchdog you want to be that recommended you for this team.
Which watchdog, eh? Okay.
Yeah, well, any watchdog. It could be Chuck Spat, Chase's Facts, it could be Master Report, El Sancho, or whoever.
Okay. All right. I'll have to give it a little thought. So
you have until just give it to me by Wednesday.
By Wednesday of next week.
By Wednesday. Next week, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that'll give me time.
Yeah. It did. It flowed quite well, Taco. That was freaking awesome, man. That was so funny to read too. And it kind of fit because, of course, Josh's head did get big.
So this story. It's made up. I can do whatever I want.
Absolutely, whatever you want.
So I have to pick a character. Again, it doesn't matter. Like I can name myself whatever I want, and have a watchdog connected, associated to me somehow.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So
some sort of background as to why you were chosen for this team too. Some sort of background, like why, like some reason why you would be chosen to be on this team to take down the auditors.
Even though I'm an auditor.
Yeah. Well, you sound like Taco.
Okay. All right. So I'm an auditor taking down.
It's pure revenge. For Taco's character, it's all about pure revenge. It has nothing to do with rights or anything. It's just this is just him getting even.
Okay, so I want to be part of the watchdog group, but I'm still an auditor, but I'm getting back at all the idiot auditors, maybe based on.
Or maybe you go at it as an auditor that sees something wrong in the auditing community. You want to stick with it, but you want to fix it from the inside. You go that route.
Oh, I got a better idea.
Or yeah, whatever you want to do.
Oh, I just came up with a better one. Okay, you just gave me
there you go.
Brilliant one.
Cool.
I'll keep it under wraps. So
there you go. Keep it under wraps
until what, Wednesday? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
great.
It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
Beach working every day.
Exactly. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call this a wrap for now. Make sure you guys check out El Sancho's channel tonight, and if you want, go ahead and check out PAR, the Police Accountability Report on the Real News Network. Both are having shows tonight. So, and I'm going to be on the El Sancho show. We're going to be doing Auditor Code of Conduct. So I'll be on there it's going to be 8 p.m. Pacific. So make sure you guys tune in.
Yep, I'll try.
Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to me. Go ahead and subscribe to, Chief Tuttle, Country Cop, and everyone. And we'll see you again. Well, I'll see you later on tonight if you show up. And if not, I'll see you with another video tomorrow.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you everyone for showing up. Noli D.
All right, guys.
Thank you. Extortion
Good night,
Watcher.
everybody. Have fun.
Dave Peterson. Taco. Greg. Aaron. Thank you. Carl. Showing up stuff. Thank you, sir. El Sancho. Thanks. May. Thank you. Vlad, if you're still around, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Sean, thank you. All right, guys. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.
Peace.